Okay, coming. Somebody is saying they can't join. Someone is here already. Yes, you have to leave here. You have to leave here, okay? Then go on to this thing. Leave here first. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just had no thought while I was preparing. So let me send the link. The link. So I just sent it now. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the link. Okay. So just go ahead and join with this new link. Go ahead and join with this new link I just sent. Okay. Then I go ahead and join with this link. Okay, Magida is here already. Uh, right. I'm going to cut this now. I'm going to cut this now. Zoom will not allow us still on. Zoom will not allow us still on. Okay. I'm sorry. Zoom will not allow us still on right now.
What did you say?
All right. Anne, can you hear me? Can Anne hear me? Make sure your mic and everything is connected. Okay, that's when you'll be able to hear me properly. Okay, make sure your mic and you can off your video, off your mic, but make sure it is connected. Okay. I think Keita is having issues. Device not connected yet. Okay, so we are currently like it's live already. So while okay, I think Keita is here already. All right. So I'm waiting for one more person. One more person. One more person. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, can you?
Can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, good. Let's go. So basically, right? So I'm just gonna go straight to it. Okay. So who is remaining? I think is remaining. Is remaining. Rafael. All right. So welcome, guys. So pretty much it's as usual trading view. Okay. As usual trading view, and all I'm just gonna be doing is just simple. Okay, going through how much we try on gold to really like how will I put it now to really like have this particular movement on gold. So we've been trying for like 3 days, like three times. Okay, we tried three times consecutively, and we couldn't even actually make half of it. Okay, we couldn't even make even up to like 300 to 400 or thereabout pips, but today it actually happened. And was I really was I really aware it's going to happen today? No, I was just trying as usual. I just try every day, and pretty much that's just it. So basically, last month we also had a movement like this, and we were able to catch it, right? We were able to catch it, and that's because we try our possible best to just keep on trying to really like check up what is really happening on the chart. So how was I able to catch it? And that's where the question is: how have I been able to analyze the market to really know that this is what is really going to happen and all of things like that? So basically, um, as someone who is a professional forex trader, we all know that the first thing we do first is we come to the 4 hours time frame. Okay, so if you are new to trading view, this is just what trading view looks like. Okay, trading view is pretty much where we make all our analysis from. Okay, so now what we pretty much do on trading view is just look out for what has really been happening over time. Do you understand? And use this particular information to actually predict next information. So right now, if you look at what we have right now on our screen, you will see that the overall direction, right? Um, the overall direction, right, is actually an uptrend. Okay, it's actually an uptrend. Clearly, I hope everyone can see that. Can everyone see that? A very clear uptrend. Everything has been moving upward. Can everyone see that?
Yes, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see.
All right, good. So clearly it's an uptrend. So, and like I always tell everyone in my classes, I tell you that you don't go against the trend. Okay, try your possible best to always keep still to what the trend. Okay, so if the trend is moving upward, you keep moving what upward in the sense that you are buying. You should be doing more of buys rather than selling a particular currency, like if it is in an uptrend. So basically, first thing first, let me clear my chart. Okay, let's remove everything from my chart. So it won't look as if I'm going to remove all my indicators as well. I'm going to remove all my indicators, delete. So right now, these are my tools. Okay, these are my tools. Where do I pick them from? I pick them from this part of trading view. Okay, can you see that I have my tools here, my trend line. This is my lines here. I use my Fibonacci retracement, a whole lot of more tools like that. These are the tools I use. My box, the rectangle to the part to circle to, and all of things like that. So basically, the very first thing I do is I pick up my line now, which is my trend line. Basically, everyone know I use trend line. That's my major analysis. That's what I use majorly. So now I have my trend line connecting this dot here to this dot, right? Simple as that. Then the next is I took this point to this point. I do this every day, every day. It might look like the repetition. Yes, that's the interesting part about how to really make money. You have to be able to repeat something over time. Okay. Can you see this? I just connected this point. Let me show you how I did it again. I connected this point, okay, this point to this point. Okay. You can see this point here, this point here, and this point here. So I just connected that point together. Having done that already, I think it was in midnight, right? Which was in midnight. I think that was what you gave us. How many pips again did you give us? So from here, we cut it from here. This particular point here, we cut the buy from here to this point here, and with our TP, unknown to us that it was still going for more, right? But this was where my TP was. Then if my TP, then no problem, no problem. So now, if you are in my advanced class, I have actually taught about the manipulative way to actually draw this trend line. Okay, the manipulative way to actually draw your trend line. Now, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do like this. Do you see what I did there? Very interesting thing. Now, what I did basically was I just connected this point. Can you see that? I connected this point. I connected this point. Can you see that? This is manipulative. You have to be able to see the market like this. I connected this point. Can you see that? I hope everyone can see that. Can we all see that? Can we all see that?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, please. I want you guys to speak with me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. And some people are not really in this class. Why are they not in this class? I'm wondering. Why are they not in this class?
You know, I have
All
to
right,
use
just
my PC.
you said what?
I went to use my PC. I can't
Oh,
join with my phone,
are
so
you
I
see?
have to use my PC.
Oh, okay. No problem, no problem. Just let's continue right there. But you understand how I connected this trend line, the third trend line. I
Yeah, yeah,
opened up.
yeah.
I did you see how I connected it?
Yeah, it's kind of
All right. Let's go.
like it's kind of just
Yeah, you said what?
connected. I connect the trend line because it's like the price break the first trend, second touch, then came back again, continue. So I've I've never
Mm-hmm.
used this kind of strategy
So
before. This is my first time.
all right. That's why it's called advanced. It's not. You cannot see it on YouTube. You can't see it on YouTube. You can't see it on YouTube. So
So
basically,
is the class
this
recorded,
point
Abby?
connecting this point after a breakout, we know price will still come back, touch it happening. Okay. pay attention. You see that this. What do you say? Yeah, you said what?
I said, is it recorded? The class is it recorded?
Yes, yes. This one is live. It's live. It's live. It's live. It's live. Don't worry, record. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Having connected this point, then this point. Now we understand that basically everything here, everything in Forex pretty much happened for a reason, right? And everything I have drawn so far is actually where on the 4 hours. I've not gone to the 15 minutes or the 1 minute or there, but I'm still on the 4 hours time frame. Okay. So now I already understood that there is a trend line here and there's a potential retracement for price on this particular zone, okay, which was actually the very first buy I actually looked out for in the midnight. Okay, so now price got this is the zone here. This was the last box here. So now when price got to this point, right, it did what? As usual, I always look out for engulfing what? Bullish engulfing, right? And this was I think it was around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? On Thursday. So now this was a bullish engulfing good, which showed me that what buyers are fully in this market, no problem. So what I did was I just paid attention to everything from this point. Then I took my trend line again on the 15 minutes time frame. Just pay attention. Now, this was what I did here. This was really manipulative. Okay, so first thing first, I connected this point to this particular point here. So having connected it to this point, I was expecting price to give me a third touch. Okay, then look at what gold did. Okay, as usual, gold is manipulative. It broke the trend line first. It broke the trend line, no problem. But then again, after some moments, we can see a bullish candlestick. Can you see this bullish engulfing candlestick here? This particular candlestick. Can we see that? This candlestick here. So now upon me seeing that candlestick, I called the gold trade around 5 o'clock in the morning. This was where we okay, no, I think it was here. It was here. It was here. It was here. This was the first trade. This was the first trade. This was the first trade. The first trade didn't even last that long. It didn't last long. So this was the first trade. This after this bullish engulfing on this trend line, then I got in my first entry there. I got my first entry here. I wanted price to come to this high here, but it didn't come. Then I had to set my stop as usual below this point here, risking one to get 2.4, which is a very good risk to reward. Can we see that? A very good risk to reward ratio. So now are only two things. I've only used the headline and what? What's the second one? What's the other thing I've used? What's the other analysis I've used? What's the other analysis I've used? My trend line and what? What's the other one? If you're following me, my trend line and what? Anybody?
And the trend of the market.
Yeah?
The trend of the market.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
You said what? You said what?
I said the trend, like the upward trend of the market.
Yes, the market trend, the market, yes. And what other this thing again?
Your trend line.
Candlestick confirmation, candlestick confirmation. Don't forget, candlestick confirmation. Candlestick confirmation. That's the most important part of everything for me. Candlestick confirmation, okay? Like last week, there about gold was not giving any candlestick confirmation, and I did a live about that, right? I told you guys that it was not giving any candlestick confirmation. We were just entering based on what, based on we trusting that this trend line will actually play out. But this week it has been giving what candlestick confirmation. Then we are having if you look at every opportunity to actually go in for a buy right here, there's a candlestick confirmation. Okay, if you pay attention to this second point here, you can see this candlestick confirmation here. I hope you can see this candlestick confirmation.
Yes, you can see it.
So if you can see that candlestick confirmation, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear you?
All right. Oh. So now, having gotten this candlestick confirmation, right? The next thing, look at what I did here. This was when I called in the second buy, okay, my second long position. I called it on this particular candlestick here, and that was the candlestick that gave us our what, our move. This was what gave us this move. So now the interesting part is, which is one of the major reasons why we have this class, is when there's a move like this, how do you maximize it? Do you just let it, like, do you just let it pass? Do you just wait for it to just play out, or do you just open one position and you are fine with it? Do you understand? Do you just open one position, then you feel everything is okay with you and all of things like that? I'm coming. Do you just allow things to, okay, okay, that's it. Okay, do you just allow things to just play out, or you follow up? You follow up. Now, there's a difference between a trader who understands market and somebody who is gambling, or somebody who doesn't even know how to really play out. So one thing we've been marking out so far is the all-time high on gold, right? Which is this zone. This zone, right? This was the all-time high that we've been marking out on gold. This zone here. So this zone has actually taken out in my stop multiple times. For you have called trades. There are times that price will come into this zone, do as if it wants to break trade, then still not break trade. So now, what I've been actually anticipating is this breakout. So now, having understood that, no problem, I will go back to my 15 minutes time frame. So now, if you look out for when we started going in profit, right? What you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to do, even having seen, like having seen this candlestick, this particular bullish candlestick looking very rich. That candlestick was very aggressive. It showed, if somebody pay attention to momentum trading, okay, it shows that there's a lot of bias in this zone, like during this particular time. So what I want to do is I want to mark out this zone, okay. First thing first, I'm already in profit too. Remember, I'm already in profit, okay, and I'm marking out the zone. I'm not just, I can do this on my phone. Don't think it's just because it's a system. Okay, there was a time I needed my system really. That was when I wanted to call in for the other, the third trade. But this time around, I actually used my phone for everything. But if you look at it now, I have this zone here, which is a resistance zone. Price broke through it. Okay, price broke through it. I'm in nice profit. Then price came down again. Am I supposed to just keep looking? No. What do? You open on that position. Do you understand? Sharp. You don't want to wait. Do you understand? You don't want to wait for anybody to tell you what to do next. You open on that position on that point, on that zone. Do you understand? Immediately you open on that position on that zone, keep watching. You see that price pulled up, Abi? No problem. Now, if you can look at this thing and you can see that this thing is a zone, you might not be a trader. This point here is a zone. Can you see that? That point is a zone. Should we go to the 1 minute and check it out? Let's check it out on 1 minute. Let's check it out on 1 minute. Can you see that? I hope this is making sense. So I hope this is making sense. This is how to, we've had our first position here. Okay. We've had our first position, like our second position, I mean. This is our second position. Okay. Then now, another opportunity for us to go in here again. Okay. Another opportunity for us to go in here again. So we have our third position here. We had our third position there. Are you following me? I'm not just entering because I want to enter. I'm entering because I'm seeing ourselves into zones that can push price up. Immediately price stabbed into the zone. What happened? Price pushed up, right? No problem. Pay attention. Keep paying attention. Now, if I want to be if I want to be very aggressive, right? I can go in here again. I can go in here. Do you see that? Do you see that test again? Do you see that test again? Immediately price got into the zone. I'm now on the 1 minute too. Now on the 1 minute. Immediately price got into this zone. This zone is a resistance zone. As small as it is, if you're using line charts, okay, that zone is a very important zone for you to catch a whole lot of what? Tiny peaks, tiny like sharp entry, sniper entry. So automatically this zone, I have my fourth entry here. Can you see that? Nobody will tell you. You don't have to do this yourself. Do you understand? That signal is just for you to know, just for you to know where the price is going to and know the direction of the market. Once you have that signal already, when it is now profitable, what are you doing? Are you just sleeping on it, or you are making decisions? Do you understand? Are you making decisions? This would have been a very good entry for us, okay? This point here would have been a very good entry for us. But you see that price not tap into that zone, manipulation. It already understands that people have been stacking up already. Do you understand? They immediately got to this point. It didn't even enter this zone. It didn't enter this zone. No problem. Do you understand? Then price started soaring higher and higher and higher. And before we know, we got our tip there. So now, imagine I am using a 0.01 lot from this entry here with my 0.01. I enter another 0.01. I enter another 0.01. I enter another 0.01. That means I have 0.04 already on this chart. Okay, I have 0.04 lot on this chart already. Then now automatically, when I have something like this, what do I do next? Okay, what I do next um can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Can you
you.
guys hear me? Oh? This red line now is my stop loss. Okay, this red line is target stop loss. Okay? So immediately stacking up, right? I'm moving my stop. I'm moving my stop. How do you move your stop? Just go to MT5, your chart. Okay, your chart. What you want to do is click on this SL where you kept the SL. Click on it, then keep moving it. If you drag it, okay, do you understand? Just drag it up, keep dragging it up. Do you understand? That's all you just have to do. Do you understand? From here, you keep dragging, keep following the chart as it is moving. Do you understand? Immediately you've opened your fourth position, no problem. Your stop loss should be on your fourth position. Then keep waiting for price to keep going higher and higher and higher. Do you understand? Do we understand? Do we now understand how to move our stop? Because
Yes, yes, yes.
okay, so from this zone now, this is where our stop was before, right? This is where our stop is before. Then now we've been able to open one position, second position, our third position, our fourth position. Then right there we keep what following the market up and up and up. That is how to really maximize a trade like this. Do you understand? For some people like me, I would have opened probably 0.05 here, like five positions. On this point, I'm going to open five lots. Do you understand? Automatically, I know why I'm opening that thing. I am doing what is called dollar cost average, DCA. Okay. So immediately I'm able to open my five lots here. I'm still going to open another 0.05 multiple positions here. On my fourth position here again, I want to go in with 2.5. Okay. So that's because I'm calculating what my risk. I'm calculating everything. I'm not just opening those positions. But for someone with a smaller account, right? You want to really just go in with 0.01 because this is gold. Okay, because this is what? Because this is gold. So automatically you want to pay attention to what is really happening right there. Do you understand? You don't want to be caught. You don't want to be caught slacking. You don't want to be caught slacking. You don't want to be caught slacking. Do you understand? You don't want to be caught slacking. So now immediately I've moved my stop and all of this like that. Then I've had a very good profit. Each if you actually this particular, you won't believe in the market with nothing less than $100. Nothing less than $100. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? All right. So do we understand this? Do we understand what I just explained? Do we understand what I just explained?
Yeah.
Please, if you have any question for me, just go ahead. Okay. You don't know the day or the time this will happen. You just have to keep practicing. Okay. You just have to keep trading. That's it. You just have to keep trading. It will be a day when you're in the chat, it will happen. You understand?
Yeah, I
Please,
have a
any question for me? Any
question.
question for me so far, please? Any question for me so far?
I have a question, D.
All right, please, if you have a question, if you have a question, just kindly go ahead and type it in the chat box, please. If you have a question, just type it in the chat. If you have any question, go ahead and just input it in the chat box for me, please. Thank you. Uh, okay, do we have any question? Anybody? I'm still waiting for your questions. I'm still waiting for your question. Just type it, then that's it. Just type it, then that's it. Okay, so like you said before, moving our SL would be a smart move when price is going up. Okay, what if price move drops when you put your SL? That's fine. Okay, so that's even normal. It happened to someone today, right? It happened to somebody I actually even advised to actually move her stop. Okay, so and she actually exited the market without any profit. That's just it. It happens, okay. But the point is, I actually just teach my advanced students that particular way to actually set your stop loss in a way that price won't eat it, especially in a ranging market like this when it is moving aggressively. Okay. So I'm just going to teach you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and teach you guys. Let's go ahead. So now let's look at it now. So this was where our stop loss was before, right? This is where our stop loss was before. So remember, always looking out for we're always looking out for zones, right? We're always looking out for zones before I get into the what into the trade. So now price retraces into the zone, then it bounced off, right? I opened my second position. Right there, I know that price can reverse. So no problem. The reason why you are moving your stop loss is not because you want to just leave your stop here, then you are expecting one news to just come and take you out and all your profit is gone. You don't want that particular thing. So now you have your second position already inserted here. What you want to do is you want to put your two stop loss. You have those two positions. You want to put this particular position, which is the entry point, and this particular second position stop loss on your second position. Do you understand? Hoping that price won't come back to that zone. Hoping that what price won't come back to that zone. Now you have your third position, right? Now you take your first position, your second position, and your third position. Put your stop loss on your third position. Do you understand? What resulted in that third position was price rejecting from that zone. So you don't expect price to come back to that zone again because it rejected away from that zone. And it is a ranging market, which is what we are in. Do you understand? You don't expect price to come back to that zone again. Now, with that now, you have your third position. On your fourth position again, you put your stop loss. If you look at it from the second position, immediately price reject. Did price come back there again? No. Price didn't come back there again. It got to the third position. The price come back there again. I hope you guys can see. After price rejected from this zone, did it come back there again? No, it didn't come back. Fourth position, immediately price tapped away from that zone. Did it come back there? No. Do you understand? Price didn't come back there again. So now if we now look at what it really is right there, you see that moving your stop loss strategically, it it is what it is. Do you understand? Doing it as price keeps moving. So you don't want to be caught on fresh, right? Sometimes it happens. With you can leave the trade with what's it called? With break even, no problem, no problem, okay, no problem. As far as you're not losing your capital, the major thing in forex is you want to make sure you have your capital, okay. You want to make sure your capital is always with you, it's always safe, because that's the major thing. So, and do you understand now how how your stop loss can actually be adjusted over time while you are stacking up in a ranging market like this?
Yes, yes.
All right, okay, so I guess Anne understood. And do you understand, Anne?
Yes, I get so.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, there's every possibility that price will come back to pick you out, no problem. But that is in a what? It is not in a market like this, okay? It is not in a market like this. The purpose of this market is telling us that the buyers are really aggressive in a trade like this. So what we want to do is we want to set strategic stop loss and move along the line. So now the next question is okay, Ita says she doesn't understand. Okay, can you show us how to confirm candlestick patterns? We can also use a higher time frame. Okay, so any other question apart from these two questions, I will go over everything again from the higher time frame, then I'll come back to the lower time frame. Okay. Any other question? If you have any question, just go ahead and please ask me. If you have any question, go ahead and ask me now, please. Okay, no question. So let me just go ahead and answer A first. Okay, A, what we are trying to do is we are trying to just place our trade. Okay, so when I call in a trade like gold buy now, okay, or gold sell now, or GBP GPY sell now, what you're just going to do is go to your MT5. Okay, go to MT5. Immediately you go to MT5, all you want to do is click on the buy button. Okay, click on the buy button, which is your buy order. Okay, click your buy order, set your stop loss, move your stop loss. Okay, move your take profit. Okay, now once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is you want to follow up on the trade. You might be busy, you might be in class, I understand, but this particular thing actually has to do with practice. Okay, for me, I can be in class and I can still understand where to open my position and all of things like that. So, but for you, all right, guys, thank you very much for Thank you very much for staying. Thank you very much for staying. So let me present my screen. Thank you very much for staying. So right there. Okay, good. So now this is I'm coming. All right. So like I said, right, the very first thing you want to do is now if you are the one analyzing, okay, if you are the one analyzing the chart, okay, that's serious. So if you are not analyzing the chart, what you want to do first is what you want to come down to the 4 hours. Okay, that's all you want to do first. You want to come down to the 4 hours. Okay, now have your chart already shrink like this. Have it shrink like this. You understand? Now, first thing first is what determine the trend of the market. First thing first, determine what determine the trend of the market. That's the very first thing you want to do. Number one. Number one. Okay, number one is determine the trend of the market. Then number two is once you determine the trend of the market, you already know your buyers. Okay, you already know your buyers. Why do you know your buyers? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. So then number three, why do we know how do we know our buyers? How do we know our buyers? Anybody? Buyers.
Yeah, that was maybe you are selling or you are buying like through the knowing the trend of the market. Um, that will show you when you are
Okay,
buying or
because of the trend of the market, right?
okay.
I said you said because from the trend of the market, right? We've been able to determine our buyers, right?
Yes.
Okay, which is absolutely right, right? From the trend of the market, we can determine that, as usual, we all know, right, that we want to be what a friend to the trend. We don't want to go against the trend. That is what we want to do. We want to make sure we are doing what. While the trend is moving upward, we are also moving upward. We are not moving downward. Okay. So now take your trend line. Take your trend line. Okay. Once you've taken your trend line, then connect it to connect. This is a uptrend, so we are connecting upward. If it's a downtrend, we'll connect downward, okay, and connect. Then number four, what you want to do now is another thing you want to do is you want to mark out what your entry point, okay, where you are going to. Then look out for any what advanced trend line that could what be really seen. You understand? For advanced trend line that could be visibly seen. Do you understand? So once you're able to do this, okay, once you're able to do this right here, this very first step, okay, this is the very first step you want to do if you are the one analyzing, if you are the one looking out for what you want to do on the chart. Okay, so now having understood that, you now go ahead, which is the very first thing I did. Okay, I know that this is an uptrend. I've determined the trend of the market. Check. My bias is I want to look for opportunities to buy. Okay, bias means either you are buying or you are selling. Okay, so now I already know that I want to buy. Okay, now the third thing is take the trend line and connect. Okay, so I took my trend line, I connected from this dot right here. This is all you have to practice. You don't have to practice anything more than this. For real, you don't have to practice anything more than this. If you want to trade with me, I don't. There are advanced things, yes, there are advanced things I do that I see when I look at the chart, but I don't like advise it for beginners. If you can stick to this thing, you make a lot of money. So then the next thing, I'm still doing what I'm still connecting my trend line. Okay, I'm still connecting my trend line. That's what I'm doing right now. So after I've connected my trend line, what's the next thing? Look for advanced trend line that could be visibly seen. Okay. Should we try this on another chart? Yes, I will try it on another pair, another currency pair. So you can look as if maybe it's only gold. I'll try it on another pair. So my advanced trend line right here is what connected this point. Okay. connect this point, connect this point, connect this point together. Can you see that? So I have my advanced trend line already right there. Then now I already know my bias, right? I already know my bias. Now, what am I waiting for on a normal day? I'm just waiting for price to come to what? My trend line. That's all. That's all I'm waiting for. But venture if price has not actually gotten to this point. But venture price has not gotten to this point. You understand? And I have my trend line already. I'm just waiting for price to come to this point. All I will just do is I will just wait patiently. Immediately price come into that zone. Okay, I have my what? My order ready. Okay, then I'm just going to shoot. Okay, you can actually target to this point or this point, but I don't want to make my decision on 4 hours. I just want price to come to this trend line on 4 hours time frame. So immediately I'm done with this right there, I go to my 15 minutes. Now, 15 minutes is for day traders. Okay, I hope you all know 15 minutes is for day traders. For swing traders, you focus on the 4 hours. Okay, if you want to swing trade, you focus on 1 hour or 4 hours. But if you want to be a day trader, you focus on your 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So immediately, if you want to power, you focus on your 1 minute time frame. Okay, you focus on your 1 minute time frame. So now, immediately I got into the what? Into the, of course, the 15 minutes time frame. I'm already, everything's already making sense to me. Do you understand? Everything's already making sense to me. First thing first, I saw a bullish engulfing here. This engulfing looks very rich because it's telling me that what the buyers are really in the market. So now, no problem. Why is this particular thing telling me the buyers are in the market? It is because what my bias already is what to buy. Do you understand? My bias is already for what for me to buy, and the trend of the market is for a buy. Now, if I have this, if I look at this now, imagine it is a downward trend, okay, and I have this bearish candlestick. Can you see this bearish engulfing? This bearish engulfing here. Can you see that? Now, I would have considered going short. Do you understand? No problem. I would have considered going short. But this is not a downtrend. This is not a downtrend. It is not what a place where you want to be selling. Okay, you want to buy. You want to do more buys. Because what the main force in the market are the buyers. So now, upon that, I just want to look out for good opportunities. Okay, I can easily just do a mark out zone. Like this zone at which price rejected from is a very good zone. I'm going to mark it out. Okay, can you see that? Now, this thing I'm teaching you is just using basic knowledge of support and resistance. I know the advanced guys might not really understand, yet the beginners, right? For people that just joined, but for the advanced guys, they understand. Using basic knowledge of support and resistance, breakout, retest, breakout, that's all. Do you understand? Price rejected from here, broke it, got into the zone again, rejected, broke it, came into that zone, rejected, came into the zone again. To this zone, I'm just looking out for what? I'm looking out for what? An opportunity to buy in this zone. I'm looking out for opportunity to buy. Immediately I see that what the bearish candlestick is overshadowing what the bullish the bullish candlestick is overshadowing the bearish candlestick, which is the green candlestick is overshadowing the red candlestick. Automatically, I want to go in for a buy. Do you understand? I don't want to wait. Is there a trend line confirming? Yes, there's a trend line confirming. Manipulative trend line. You have to just pay attention to the chart. Let it tell you something. Look at it. Can you see this? Just look at what I'm seeing here. Can you see what I'm showing you here? Can you see that? Very interesting thing. If you know how to do this, you have to practice. Though I'm telling you, you have to practice. If you don't practice, you will pay attention to all these things. First point here. Can you see that? First point. We had our first point there. Can you see price reject from that trend line? Can you see that? Price reject from this trend line here again. Okay. Price reject again on this zone. Do you see that? So you don't play with manipulative trend line like this, please, please, please. You have to practice. You have to really practice. You have this line here again. Can you see that? So automatically, I got in my first buy from this zone, right? Price came to that trend line. I saw a bullish engulfing. I don't have to wait. Upon the next candlestick, I'm going in long. Do you understand? I don't have to wait for anybody to tell me what to do. Now, you got the signal. Buy gold. What do you do when you get the signal? I hope everyone is understanding. Do we all understand? Do we all understand? Says she can't hear anything at.
Ah,
Is it everybody that can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Israel, you've been hearing me all along, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh, Eitayo, can you hear me now? Eitayo, can you hear me now? Oh, man, this is serious. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh boy.
Can
Oh
hear
boy.
you.
All right, all right, all right. So basically, that's just it. Okay, it's no stress, no stress, no stress. So now, no stress. Okay, so that's just it basically. So now, I have my analysis already. Now, you did not analyze the market like this. Okay, all you had opportunity to was what, getting a signal from me. Do you understand? I called in the trade here, gold buy now. All these things I actually analyzed on my phone. I didn't even check my system. I was on the road and all of things like that. So now I got it for buy here, right? This was where I called in the buy. Then now, what you have to just do, go into your chat and click on buy. Okay, just click on buy. That's all you want to do. Set your stop loss. The point is, sometimes I really consider everybody when I'm calling my trade. Okay, but the point is, if you want to trade gold, you must be willing to risk. Okay, it actually requires a lot of money, and that's why most times I tend to just consider people that are actually using $100 or $50 or something like that to just maintain their 0.01. Okay, so now if you can maintain your 0.01 over time, $10, you might lose $10 in a trade. It is possible. I won't lie to you. I've blown $50, $100. I've blown it like that, like that, like that on a trade like this. Do you understand? So now, but you just have to be willing to risk. That's it. Don't, let me just tell you, if you fund your wallet, if you fund your account, bam, like this, immediately you fund your account, don't think of the don't think the money right there is for you. Just forget it. You understand? Forget it. But remember, proper money management, proper money management. So now we have this already, right? Price just got into the zone. We got in long, then we started pulling up. So now what do you do? What do you do? First thing first, you can see that immediately you entered, there was a push up to the upside. No problem. You want to do what? Pay attention to zones. Zones, okay? I might not be able to tell you that open your position here, because I might be busy, I might be on the road, I might be doing anything I want to do, and all of things like that. But what you have to do is, with this knowledge I'm giving you tonight, you can be able to what, maximize a winning trade like this. So what you want to do is, on your MT5, you can mark out zones. Okay, go to MT5, mark out these zones. Just click on your box icon or your two icon, mark out these zones. Once you mark out these zones, immediately price come into that zone. Do you understand? What do you want to do? You want to layer or you want to enter? Do you understand? Some people don't even wait to see something like this. They already inside the zone. Do you understand? So immediately, where you might be living, some people are making more money. So now you want to open more position here. Open one. The next time price is reversed into this zone here. You can see this zone. This zone I drew this box in. Okay. Immediately price reversed into that zone. It pushed up again. You've gotten your position there. Okay. Now on the 1 minute on the 1 minute we had a little bit of a retest into this zone. Okay, we had a little bit of retest into this zone. Immediately you open on that position there. Do you understand? You don't have any time to waste. You've immediately price pushed up again. You are smart. You've gone into this zone again. You've marked out this zone. You are waiting for price to just come in there. If price come in there, you open on that position again. You understand? Fast. You don't want to waste time. Do you understand? You don't want to waste time. So that's just it about the first trade. Now the next trade, which was the one I called around I guess around 3 o'clock or thereabout, which was this trade. Okay, what did I see? Okay, what did I see? Why did I call the buy? On the normal day, like I told you, we've been waiting, anticipating that price should break this all-time high, right? Now, immediately price broke this all-time high, there is always going to be what, a reversal into that zone. Do you understand? Once price break a zone, if it's a resistance or a support zone, there will be a reversal into that zone. Okay. So now immediately there's a reversal into that zone. What you have to do is do what? Go ahead and Oh, come some. Oh, God. Okay, so immediately you saw this reversal into that zone, you don't want to wait. Some people go hard. Do you understand what it means to go hard? Some people put all their life savings on an opportunity like this, and that's a life changing moment. And it can also be a moment for you to go back to the village. But will you want to take risk than let it just play out in your face? No. You want to be able to take risk, do a calculated risk, okay? Calculate your risk, okay? Don't over leverage as much as you want to make more money, okay? Don't over leverage as much as you want to make money. That was what gave birth to what the the third signal we got in for gold today. And right now, it's still pumping a lot of money. I'm actually expecting it to go as far as 2.6, okay? I'm expecting it to go as far as 2.6, okay? I'm expecting it to go as far as 2.6 actually. This is just some fundamental things. So if we can go as far as 2.6, why yeah, it's a lot of people. You have to dream big. I'm expecting I'm expecting it to go as far as 2.6. Right now, I'm not on any trade. I'm not in any position. But this trade is still playing out. It's still playing out nicely. Okay, this trade is still playing out nicely. So I hope everyone understand. Do we all understand? So can we now maximize a trade, and can we now do we now understand how to really move our stop loss? Okay, do we now understand how to move our stop loss? Immediately it keeps going, we just keep moving along with it, and or do we now understand how to move our stop loss? Can we do this? Um,
Like, um,
all right. That's good. That's good. How about Miriam? Do you understand? Do you understand it? Miriam, do you understand it? Is she there?
To some extent. Can you hear me?
Do you understand it, right?
I said to some
I can hear you. I
extent
can hear
you
you.
have to.
You said what?
To some extent. To some extent.
I can't really hear you. So you can just type. You can just type it. Okay. Okay, to some extent, right? Okay. So so if there's any other question, please can you just go ahead and ask me. So, but what I want you guys to do now is okay. Let me just quickly share something. Okay, go to your MT5. Okay, probably if you have a demo account right now. Okay, if you have a demo account right now. Okay, what you want to do is you want to just do something. Okay, what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and with your demo account, okay, place a trade. You can just buy gold, okay? Buy gold. Once you buy gold, then set a stop loss on a demo account. Set a stop loss. Immediately you set your stop loss, then you see that you're in profit, okay? Just move the stop. You can move it. Do you understand? It's just as if you are moving a line. I don't know if you can see my screen. Just as if you are moving a line. Just as if you are moving a line. You understand? Just move it up. You understand? That's all. That's all. You tap on it, then you move it up. Once you are in good profit, okay, once you're in profit, just move it up, tap on it, then move it up. Do you understand? On your chart, not in the modification zone or the modification part. The on the chart itself. Do you understand? On the chart itself, on the chart itself, on the chart itself. So um that's all I've done on gold. And everything I did here is basically simple knowledge, right? I'm not seeing anything that is advanced here. No change of structure, no BHS or MHS or whatever those guys call it. None of those things is here. Just trend line, support and resistance zones, and what? And just my psychology being in check, okay? I know it can be risky, oh, no doubt. That's the truth. That's the truth, okay? No doubt. But are you able to maximize this particular opportunity? Please do, okay? Please do. I know there's still going to be more. That's the interesting part. Okay, so you just have to make sure you have capital for opportunities like this. Do you understand? You don't want to be caught slacking, because immediately these opportunities come and you don't have capital to actually execute these trades, there will be a problem. Does it come every day? No, it doesn't come every day. Sometimes you just catch 20 pips, 30 pips, and we are done for the day. What does pips means? Pips means the distance in the market. Do you understand? If the market have moved, just the way we measure meters, right? The same way we measure what's it called? So if you did what I said you should do now, if you bought gold right now, if you bought gold right now, you should be in profit. You should be in profit. Then if you're in profit, move your stop loss. Go to the 1 minute time frame and move your stop loss. Move it to your entry point. Then keep moving it as price is pulling up. Okay, keep moving it as price. Like this is 9 o'clock. I mean, what's the time? Money is just like you can easily make money. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so that's just it, guys. That's just it. That's just it. Very simple as that. But I hope everyone can now understand how to actually like do what, take the advanced trend line very serious. Just go ahead and practice it. Go ahead and practice the advanced trend line, and you'll be able to go make money for yourself using this strategy: support and resistance, and trend line, and candlestick confirmations. That's just it. That's just it. Three things. Three things. Three things.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry.
So, any question for me? Any question for me? Any question
Yeah,
for me?
the question I asked, the candlestick on confirmation, like how do you confirm the candlestick? Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Ralph, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, that candlestick confirmation.
Okay. Yes. Candlestick confirmation for gold. I just use bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing. Do you understand? If you can hear me, let me know. Do you understand?
Yeah, I can
Just
hear
bullish
you.
engulfing and bearish engulfing. So, what does bullish engulfing? What does bullish engulfing? You understand what bullish engulfing mean? Let me explain in case people don't know. So let's imagine now that we have a red candlestick like this, and then we have another candlestick that comes and overshadow or looks longer than this red candlestick that we have here. Let me make this blue. Okay, you understand? This is an example of a bullish engulfing. Okay, you understand? So automatically, this particular blue candlestick actually came ahead and overshadowed what, the other candlestick. Now, what is bearish engulfing, right? We are going to reduce this, then this one will now be larger than the what, than the than the blue candlestick. You understand? Or the green candlestick. Okay. So now this is a bearish engulfing and a bullish engulfing. Do you understand that?
Yeah. So how we can
So
take our
so that's
entry?
just what I. How do you take your entry upon the next candlestick? That's all. You understand?
Okay, just place.
Immediately you can see. Just wait for the next candlestick. Okay. You see this. You see this very first one here. You can see this upon the next candlestick. Next candlestick. That's my entry. Okay. Immediately it closed. I just entered. That's it. You
Okay,
understand?
okay, okay.
Immediately it closed. I entered on the next candlestick. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So if someone was to use this particular trade, this trade was a very risky one. See the entry it gave. Do you see the entry? The entry is that, and if your stop loss is here, you might have just turned to a swing trader at this point, because price will come back to entry point multiple times without giving you. Let's imagine you entered here with this particular analysis. Okay, you see that you would have been in. You want to put your stop under this wick. Okay, now, and that's a lot of risk. Can you see? This is about 75 pips, and 75 pips on gold is not it's not more. Do you understand? Do you understand?
So you said you're going to use it in another chat.
Okay. The is it the advanced trend line?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like your analysis in general.
Okay, my analysis in general. Okay, let's use GBP USD. I'm actually holding this GBP USD buy on another account. It's a swing trade though. I've been holding since on Wednesday. Do I hit stop loss? Yes, you can see stop loss there. I hit stop loss very well. When I make profit, I make enough profit. Do you see that? Stop loss. So let's look for, as usual. First, let's go to 4 hours time frame. Each currency pair differs. Okay, that's one thing you should pay attention to. They are different. Okay, you can see that on my 4 hours time frame, I already have my trend line. Same thing I did on what, on gold. Can you see that I already have my trend line already drawn from this point here? Can you see that from this point here, touch this point? That's the very first trend line. Just the same process. Same process. Took my second trend line, got into this point. What's the overall movement of the market here? An uptrend. Okay,
Uptrend.
from this point here, we can determine it's an uptrend. So good, no problem. So now we understand that already. Now we want to mark out important zones. Okay. Now I have this zone already marked out. Can you see that? I have that zone marked out. There should be a reversal in that point, which was what was my what? My entry point. Do you understand? Just retest, break and retest. That's, do you understand? It's just simple, man. It's simple. I don't know why people are just stressing themselves. So it's simple. So we just break out and retest. Then now we have that. Then now let's look out for what, as usual, our advanced what trend line. Now see something. Pay attention to something. Yeah. Okay. So you see this right there. Huh. Do you see this? Do you see what I just did there? Do you see that?
Yeah.
From this point, we got our first touch. We got our second touch after a breakout. You have to be very creative here. You have to be very creative. This chart is for creative people. You have to be creative. Do you see that?
Yeah.
There's a breakout, a reversal into that zone. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go hard on that zone. You see that? I will go hard. Do you understand? Particular level? Yes, I will go hard. Do you understand? Like hard, very hard. Do you understand? Do you see this? So that's just it. Then you go to your 15 minutes and get a very nice entry for yourself, and that's it. I called this trade for some people and they didn't take it. I actually did the life I did for, what was it again? For CPI, right? Yes, for CPI. For CPI, yes. I called him buy for them, yeah, on the live.
Please,
I didn't call
anytime you
it
are going
in
live,
the signal.
please just share me the link.
What is it?
Anytime you are going live,
Yeah.
just share me the link, please.
Oh, okay, okay. So most times I tend to, just do some private classes and all of this like that, especially when it's
Okay, okay.
CPI and all of this like that for people basically in my VIPs and all. So yeah. But anyways, it's not nothing serious. If it definitely, if I feel like sending, I definitely will send. That's my
Okay,
okay. So
thanks.
she was telling me, please, when is the class ending?
Let's see the count confirmation in this trade.
Okay, on GG, right? On GU,
Yeah.
GU. Okay, let's look out for a candlestick confirmation. Of course, there's always a bullish engulfing. Can you see that? Can you see that bullish engulfing right there? Let me delay this. Can you see that? Can you see this bullish engulfing overshadowing this red candlestick? Can you see that?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, good. So, why did I got my entry here? Remember, reversal into the zone. I don't wait. I don't look. I don't look. I don't think twice. Once there's a breakout, there's a reversal. I just go hard. You see that?
Okay.
So simple as that. And that was something I saw on the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, and my trend line again, my advanced trend line, reversal, 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 and that's it. You understand? All right. So thank you guys very much for joining. I'll share the link to this call. We've gone 1 hour straight, and this is nice. Okay. So I don't want to extend it more than this. Thank you very much, guys, for joining.
Thank,
I do want
thank you.
everyone to make
The,
money from the market.
I'm going to get the video.
What is it?
I'm going to get the video.
How was I able to get the what?
Like the video, like I'm going
Entry
to watch it again.
on GBP
Like,
USD?
no, no, I mean the video. You said
Yeah.
you record it, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I will send. I'll share the link. I'll share the link.
Okay, okay.
I'll share the link. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining. Make sure you
Thank
enjoy
you
your
so
night.
much.
Yeah. No problem.